Hello, my name is Junping Qian. I am the assistant conductor of the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. I am now in Shanghai, where my musical journey started since I got into the Shanghai Conservatory, the middle school, several years ago. Under this current situation of coronavirus, I'm just staying at home, rest, and taking some time to improve myself, and also doing some temporary works with the Shanghai Philharmonic Orchestra, where here it is where the interview is at. Well, I feel extremely thankful and grateful for this opportunity, and I think for any conductors who could have these kind of intimate relationship with a top-class, top-level orchestra is such a lucky thing. Well, in general, I really enjoy working with choirs, and it's just the human voice is such a beautiful and natural thing anyone could expect from a musical perspective, I feel. And the first piece that comes to my mind, I think, will be Brahms' Requiem. I really want to do that. I've never done this with a real orchestra and a choir, so I think that's it. Well, when I get a new piece, I'll try to find a recording first. It doesn't mean that I will do what the recording does, everything. I'll just use the recording to go through the piece first to have a basic idea. Then I'll put the recording away and do a detailed study, analyze for all the harmonies, the structures, and which voice is important, and conducting wise, what I do need to show, all these things. And then I'll take the recording to run through it to guide my traffic. And if there is no recording, then I will just take a slower pace to study, most likely near a piano. For the string seatings, I'm quite flexible. Normally, for the German, Austrian classical repertoire or Mahler, I would put first on my left, second violin on the right, so they will have this stereo sound and will balance better. And then I'll have cello bass on near the first violin, because then you have the top voice and the bass voice together to have this counterpoint. Then you have viola on my right and middle right with the second violin to create this harmony. But if you have, for example, Shostakovich, who writes a lot of first and second violins, tutti, play so together a lot of times, I would rather put the second violin here in my near the first violin, and then viola and cello and bass. So this way I could, it's just easier for my brain to guide. During my time here in the RSNO, I grew up a lot, from a student conductor to adult professional conductor. I gained so much confidence in front of the orchestra and on the podium. So I feel extremely grateful for the Shoti Foundation to make this happen, and also to my colleagues who trusted me. To be a conductor, you need to have certain natural talent, both on leadership and on musical talent. Also, it's a very, very, very exciting and joyful journey. So I think try everything and learn on everything, on other type of arts, on psychology, on philosophy and social science, whatever you curious about, it will show in your performance. I don't really listen to other kind of music other than classical music, I'm sorry to say. I could sing pretty well in the Chinese pops. I have a favorite singer, which is old-fashioned, Jackie Chan, Hong Kong singer. I like him very much. Yes, I play the strings. I play the violin, viola, and a little bit of cello. And I was a professional viola player. I think it must been one day when we were on tour in China, actually, in January 2019. There was a day that we were in Shandong province, and we're supposed to have 3 hours bus ride to the capital of the province, Jinan. But for some reason, we couldn't take the highway. So we took the most local way you can imagine, or you can't imagine even. So I saw some very rural scenes that I have never seen in my life, and I believe that my colleagues all had a very strong impression on that trip. It took us 10 hours to arrive to the Jinan concert hall. So we couldn't do a dress rehearsal. It's right before the concert. So the orchestra, the amazing thing is the orchestra really played so wonderfully that night. I think it could be the best concert during that tour. They really took it this British calm down and carry on spirit to the tour. So that was pretty impressive.